Hi everybody, welcome. If you're joining us live, we're on a lunch hour flow today. And today I wanted to offer you some really wonderful postures that a lot of people might not see in traditional classes. So you can experience some different postures and also how you can potentially work these postures into a traditional yoga. So today we're going to do maybe some more of the not well-known yoga postures that have almost the exact same benefits as some of the traditional ones that you've seen before. Now, to set you up for success for your yoga practice today, if you want to get your own music to vibe along with, I'd recommend grabbing that. You can also enhance your yoga practice today with essential oils. As always, I use doTerra's yoga kit. I love it. It is a blend of 3 oils. They specifically designed for yoga practices. So the first one I'm going to be doing is Align, and this is a centering blend. It's got citruses, mints, and then underlies it with florals. Great for meditation. The next blend that I'll use when we get into savasana for relaxation is Anchor, our steadying blend. This has got earthy and woody oils to help sedate and calm the mind. And then I always end class with Arise, which is a blend of citruses to uplift my spirits and get me ready for the rest of my day. If you have any oils that are in those families of smells, I recommend grabbing them for your practice today. And if you ever have questions about how to get these yoga kits or what they're all about, always feel free to ask away. A few things I recommend for props so that you can have a little more ease with your yoga practice is a blanket or a pillow or something that you can utilize maybe for shavasana later, but also to sit on for our seated meditation in a moment. As well as a yoga strap, or I show it with a scarf or a belt you can use, as well as yoga blocks, or I've been showing with books. Some common things you can find in your home. And we're going to get started in breath, so you always want to find your way to easy seated pose. So anybody out there that is listening to this, always feel free to comment or like and love when something I am doing is really interesting to you or you're digging. This way I'm able to consistently customize and create yoga sessions that people are really enjoying. I'm also open to feedback as well as requests. If you want something in a practice, feel free to contact me. If you're watching this replay or live, you can comment and also let me know. I want to help support all of you to reconnect to your bodies and find a way to pleasurably move. Now, the more people you share this with, the more people are receiving the gift of yoga. So I really encourage you to share this with friends and family and get everybody pleasurably moving. We're going to start in a centering by using the Align blend that I have here, but you can use anything you have as well. And just taking some deep breaths. Allow the aromatherapy to come in to help the brain calm down. And then slowly, eyes closed, hands find their way down on your thighs. And then relax the face. You feel the spine lengthen. Just begin to tap in and out of your nose with your breath. So breathing in through the nose, breathing out through the nose. Start to feel the breath. Connecting to your breath. And focusing now on diaphragmatic breathing, which is, as you breathe in, allowing your belly to expand like you're filling a balloon with air right inside your belly. And then as you exhale out, imagine that balloon is deflating, navel to spine. And just begin to find this rhythm of your breath. Breathing in, breathing out, really finding your rhythm. Try not to muscle it at first, just connecting to that belly breath. And And then as you're breathing, you might start to feel the capacity of your breath begin to expand. Meaning you can inhale for longer and exhale for longer. And just finding this breath. Feeling your inhale and your exhale working together as one. As your capacity of breath expands, you're going to begin to notice the back of your body wants to open and fill with breath. The chest wants to open and fill with breath. I encourage you, as you breathe into the belly, initially start to feel the breath expand into these other areas of your torso. Eventually feeling like each breath in, you have filled up your torso from the bottom, right near your pelvic bone, and almost like you fill a pitcher with water, it's filled all the way up to the top, to your collarbones. And then as you exhale out, you imagine almost like the pitcher of the water could release, slowly release from the top, all the way down to the bottom. Inhale, filling all the way up to the top. And exhale all the way down to the bottom. Inhale up. And exhale out. Nice deep breath in. And nice deep breath out. And now breathing in, and at the top of that breath, once you filled all the way up, hold your breath for a moment. Holding. And then exhale that breath out the mouth. Almost like a ha sound, like you're fogging a mirror. Inhale, fill all the way up again. Ha breath. Inhale, fill all the way up again. Ha breath. And now connect to this ha breath at your own pace. Really feel the back of your mouth open, like the palate is open. Feeling that shape in the back of the mouth as you exhale out. Really imagining you are fogging a mirror. Keeping the shape of that mouth, and once that's really felt in alignment for you, close the lips, but keep the shape in the back of the mouth. You're going to start to breathe in and out through your nose with that shape in your mouth. Begin to feel the breath right behind your nose. This is called Ujjayi breath, ocean sounding breath. You almost begin to notice that your breath almost sounds like the inside of a seashell. You're feeling it right behind your nose, almost imagining that your skull and your face is the seashell. And you're hearing that sound inside of your seashell. So you keep that shape of the back of the mouth. This affects the palate, and what it does is it allows you to still breathe in and out through your nose, but it changes the way that the breath itself flows. Ujjayi breath helps you to connect to the present moment. If you go to a traditional vinyasa flow yoga class, a lot of times they'll tell you to come to Ujjayi breath. This is this breath, ocean sounding breath. I also encourage it throughout my classes when you start to feel your mind wander. Or it's a difficult class and you really want to stay focused. Ujjayi breath brings you back, just like it says, ocean sound. The waves of the ocean are very relaxing to us because the waves of the ocean mimic the waves of our breath, flowing in, flowing out. Now breathing normally, so release your palate. Notice that slight difference. It's not too much, but it is slight. And bringing the hands together now and bringing the thumbs against your sternum, palms together. This is Anjali Mudra, heart mudra. Setting an intention now for your practice. It could be a single word or a way that you would like to feel so that you can generate that feeling throughout our class today and then take that off of your yoga class into the rest of your day. So connecting to what that intention is. And we're going to seal all of ours together with a full breath, breathing in. And exhale, head moves towards the hands, allowing the mind to acknowledge the heart and the heart, the mind, sealing in this intention. Chin stays to chest, hands relax down, and just begin some gentle neck rolls. So either direction, make sure the back of your neck stays long. If you're feeling any crunching or issues in the back of your neck, then modify by just doing front rolls, which means ear over shoulder, chin rolls to chest, and then ear over shoulder. So again, you always want to support your neck when you're doing these rolls, finding what feels good for you. If you're doing full circles, next time chins to chest, just reverse direction. And then everybody, next time chins to chest, pause. Inhale, squeeze shoulders up to ears. Exhale, shoulders back and down. Stack head on shoulders, open eyes. If your legs are crossed, just change the cross of your legs. And we're just going to do a few warm-up postures before we get going. So inhale, reach the arms up. This is sun breaths. And then exhale through the mind into your heart. 2 more. Inhale, reach up. And exhale. Last one. Inhale, reach up. And exhale. Inhale, arms reach. Exhale, side stretch to the left. Bottom shoulder relaxes, sits bones rooted, nice deep breaths. So this is the Pratapana sequence of yoga, the warm-up aspect of a well-rounded yoga class. So you want to really see in these warm-up postures what body showed up today. Sometimes our body shows up a little bit differently based on our quality of sleep, stress levels, injuries, repair of the tissue, whatever's going on. You want to really tackle what the actual present body is showing up as. And then inhale, reach up. Exhale to the other side. Relax that bottom shoulder down, nice deep breaths. So when you see yoga as different each and every time you show up to the mat, you'll be able to have what some people say, that yoga bliss or that yoga high, because you're present with your body. We can do yoga very disconnected, but yoga is actually called union of it all. Body, mind, soul, emotions, breath, everything coming together as one. Reach up and relax that hand down. Inhale, arms rise, tall, long spine. Exhale, twist yourself to the left. And deep breathe in here. So if you really want to feel that yoga, that union, presence is required. So doing this initial breath work, doing the warm-up, it really helps you to create a relationship, a connectedness with your body, which is very important. That's why some people have called yoga therapy. Coming on out, inhale, reach up, exhale, twist to the other side. Nice deep breaths on this side. And again, stay long in the twist. Just using your twist here to help enhance that spinal flexibility. And then slowly unravel. Now we're going to find our way to our last warm-up sequence before we get flowing, which is our cat-cow. So you want to find table position. Shoulders are over wrists, hips are over knees. You want to spread your hands nice and wide. Have that nice activation in your hands. So you want active yogi hands. That means fingers spread. You gently grip your fingers and you gently push your knuckles down. Now it's not vigorously, but you want it gently so there's no space under your hands. That will put weight into your wrists. So with those active yogi hands, we'll begin. Inhale, tailbone shines up, belly to mat, gaze up. And then exhale, tuck the tail, squeeze the navel and gaze in. Inhale, flow through. And exhale. And just find a rhythm now. Remember that union out. Great opportunity to create a union of breath and body. Breath and body begin to work as one. They're in relationship with each other. And start to find that. The more that you can find that here, as we begin to flow in a moment, the more you'll be able to find that presence in your practice, which can allow you to feel that bliss, that AKA yoga high that people have said they've achieved. And then the next time you're in that cat arch, you're going to find your way back to a neutral spine table position. So I'm going to just give us a very basic balancing sequence that I do a lot in class to help engage your core. So right toes out, tuck them under, and just begin to pulse. Now it's very important in yoga to activate your core. I like to tell people you've got to have an active core in yoga. We don't want the Buddha bellies. We want active cores. This will help you to enhance your practice, help you flow with more ease. So with that core active, imagine you have a torso that is wrapped with a corset. Feel long and strong, and then lift that leg up hip height. Keep the foot flexed if possible, and then left arm, if you want to advance it, comes out shoulder height with thumb facing up. You're going to take a nice deep breath in. Exhale, tap the limbs to the mat if that feels good. If not, stay up. Inhale, and then exhale. So again, you can stay balancing up, or you can flow. Feel the core, move the body as you breathe. And then you'll have one more wherever you're at. Your next exhalation will bring you back. Neutral spine. Take the left toes out and pulse. Again, when you have an active core, it protects your body. Most yoga injuries occur in the transition from one posture to the next. With an active core, it helps eliminate injuries. Lift that leg up, hip height. Activate. I like to say zip up and hug in. So zip up, hug in. Right arm comes out if you want. Nice deep breath in. And either stay here stationary or begin to move. And breathe. And move. Feel the core. Move the body. Just finding that flow for yourself. Really connecting to the core and the body. Wherever you're at, your next exhalation brings you back. So you're going to tuck the toes under seat to feet. We're going to move into puppy dog. This is a really wonderful transition, relaxing posture for anybody when you need it. So you're going to plant the hands and lift the arms off of the mat. The toes are still tucked under, so we're not in child's pose. This is puppy dog. You can tent the fingers, and you can lift the arms if you like that, which is more of an intense stretch, or just keep the hands planted with the arms lifted. This will give you a shoulder stretch without putting pressure on your shoulders. Great option for people with shoulder injuries. Nice deep breaths here. Now, at any point in yoga, it doesn't matter what class you're taking, if you ever need a rest, generally the go-to is child's pose. So I'm going to show you what child's pose looks like right now if you ever need it. You untuck the toes, and then you just rest the arms down. We're in child's pose. Great pose to surrender and relax into. So now I want you to plant those hands, gaze forward. We're going to begin to slither our way forward. We're going to find your way to a knee plank. In knee plank, I want you to really zip up in between your shoulder blades. So I want you to feel active here. You want to zip up your core too so you feel long and strong. Now we're going to go from a knee plank to a full plank, and I'm going to show you this because it's really a great option for when you're in class and you want to see if you're ready to go to full plank. So if you tuck the toes under, you should be able to come out into full plank without you feeling like your body is working too hard. This will tell you if the engagement is proper. So if you lift up and you're like, oh my God, you want to lower and see if you can reactivate the strengthening. So you want to zip up, almost like ladies, you have your bra strap one too tight, and you want to zip up. Remember, zip up, hug in, long and strong. With that activation, it takes a little of that weight out of your shoulders and hips, and you're able to easily come to a plank with a little less issue. You just want to play with that. See where the engagement needs to go to make the pose easier. With the right engagement, the poses can be easier. And now just push up and back, downward facing dog. Take a nice deep breath in. Nice deep breath out. So now we're going to work with that with the zip up again. So you're going to inhale, roll forward. See if you can stay in place. Zip up. Exhale, come back. This is a great option, just moving here, to add to any class. Say they're like staying down dog for a couple breaths and you're like, oh, I want to move or do something. This is a great way to add or enhance into any class. Zipping up, get your core moving, your shoulders fired up. All right, wherever you're at, down dog. Take a nice deep breath in. Let it go. Now walk the feet to meet the hands, forward fold. Keep the knees relaxed to protect your hammies. Spread your toes. And now round up one vertebra at a time. You rise to stand. Head and neck last to rise. Shoulders roll up, back and down. Inhale, arms rise, and exhale, just heart center, coming back to your heart. Inhale, arms rise. Now I generally show clasping your left wrist and side stretch. Another option is to bring your hands together and TP your fingers, and then you exhale up and over. Now those that have issues with shoulders, another stretch is to bring your right arm down, inhale, reach, and exhale up and over. So again, there's a few options here. When you're doing side stretching class, which one would be best for you? Reach up, and then exhale. So you can reach down, come up and over. You can do the wrist clasp that I do a lot, or the TP. So now you have a few options. Find the one that feels great for your body. Reach up. And now from here, exhale, swan dive, forward fold. Inhale, straight spine, gaze forward. Exhale, fold. You're going to bend the knees, you're going to plant the hands, you're going to step back, downward facing dog. Take a nice deep breath in. Nice deep breath out. Now another option when you're just chilling in class and down dog is you can lift your right leg behind you, one-legged dog, get a little activation. This might be where you stay. As I've shown before, knee in, or you can squeeze all the way in. I'm coming on back. And again, you have a few of those options. The most advanced is when you bring your knee closer to your tricep. And then you would come in again and you do a little twist. If you notice, my shoulders aren't doing the work. It's my hips, right? And then you would lower. Let's just play around and try the other side. If you want to chill in down dog, you can too. So left leg. And again, you can come in, squeeze all the way in. And if you notice when I squeeze in, it's cat arch, shoulders rock forward. Extend. And then I can bring left knee to left tricep. This would actually be a prep for a really intensive arm balance. And then again, this is a prep for a really intensive arm balance. But I like to say in yoga, if you don't get step 1 right, you'll never get to step 2, 3, and 4. Nice deep breath in. Nice deep breath out. And walking the feet to meet the hands. So I'm going to show you now, we're going to come on back up one more time, and then I'm going to show you how to jump. You hear that a lot in class, and I want to show you how to do it right. So inhale, straight spine, exhale, fold. Now this is where if you have low blood pressure, roll up slow. If not, rise up, grip the feet. Hands come to heart center. Inhale, rise, and again, find your preferred side stretch. I gave you a few options. And exhale to the other side. Inhale, rise, and now exhale, fold forward. Inhale, straight spine, hands come to legs or to floor, and exhale. Now I'm going to show you how to properly jump back and forward so you don't hurt your shoulders. So when we jump, we want to feel like we're going up. So a great teacher once taught me in a class, booty up, booty up. When you're jumping forward or back, you want to think booty up. Almost like your sacrum here is going right up to the sky, so booty up. So as you do that, this is where this activation we just talked about in those knee plank to full plank is going to come in, and the core. So when you jump, you might not get all the way back, which is fine. You want to do it correctly and then readjust and do it incorrectly and injure something. So when you want to jump back, you want to think booty up. Now you might even get right to there, that's fine. But you want to think booty up, and maybe eventually you'll get back. Booty up and get back. Now I don't prefer to jump right to a plank because it's so easy to hurt your shoulders. I have seen it in class and I've done it myself. So I think booty up, down dog. Again, you can do it, you feel good. Great option. Now we're going to think booty up and jumping forward. Anytime you're jumping in yoga, you got to see where you're going. Anytime you're swinging a foot through, you want to see where it's going. When the brain connects, the body will too. So I like to zip up my whole body when I step forward, meaning both legs together. And I bend and I think booty up. Oop, that might be as far as you go. Booty up. I'm still looking where I would want my feet to eventually go. Booty up. And eventually you're going to start to find that gentle rhythm. It requires a lot of core strength. I see people in yoga do this very lazily all the time, and it can hurt your joints. So doing it a little bit like this, but with full activation, is better than doing it like this. You want to connect to the body. So come back to down dog now. Nice deep breath in. Nice deep breath out. Inhale, roll forward into plank. We're working our arms. This is going to be our last sequence here, everyone. I want you to roll forward on your toes and come down chaturanga. If chaturanga is too much, come down to a knee plank. And now from here, you're going to inhale, reach out and up. This is where you have many options. You have baby cobra. You push into your hands and it's full cobra. Or you rise up and it's up dog. Those are always options for you. Anybody in low back stuff, I tend to recommend come to Sphinx instead of any of those. It'll give you that breath work. It'll help elongate your spine, but it won't wrench anything. Now to advance, when you come on back, let's all push back to down dog. I'm going to show you an advancement in chaturanga that can fire you up. So as you roll forward, you lift one foot and you try and lower. It makes it much more difficult. And then inhale, rise up. If that's not for you, do what serves you. We're all going to come back down dog. All right, whatever serves you. So come forward. If you want to do the left leg lifted, lower. And then come up. Our last back bend. And then coming on back, downward facing dog. Take a nice deep breath in. Nice deep breath out. Now our last thing we're going to do that you can have fun with and play with when we're in this down dog to chaturanga to plank stuff is side plank. And you can always pull in a side plank somewhere in class. So we're going to do our left side first. You have to bring your entire legs together so they're one leg. You have to come on up to your left hand, shoulders a little behind wrist, and zip up. Now if this is too much, a modification is bringing the right foot in front of you and you rise. The most basic version of side plank is the lower leg lowers like this. You extend out. You're still getting the length, much less intensity. So we have step 1, step 2, step 3, side plank. And coming on back, down dog. All right, we're going to the other side. I'm going to show you what it looks like from the back because we're going to the right side. Okay, step 3. This might be O to the no. That's not going to work for me. So remember step 1. And again, you want to have joint alignment. Now step 2. Step 3. Wherever I'm at, I'm zipping in right here, activating. I'm activating back here. And downward dog. Nice deep breath in. Nice deep breath out. And now walking feet to meet the hands. Inhale, straight spine. Exhale, fold. Inhale, rising all the way up, palms touch. Exhale, heart center. Inhale, arms rise, and exhale, side stretch. Inhale, rise, and exhale, side stretch. Inhale, rise, and exhale. We're going to step back to a warrior 1, which is a general posture that you see all the time. But I'm going to show you 2 awesome things to do in warrior 1 if you ever want to enhance them. So we have heel-heel alignment. As you bend down, you can see your big toe. The more intense a warrior, the wider you go. Now, warrior 1 is shoulder square. I'm going to show you warrior 1 with eagle arms. It's great for a shoulder stretch. From here, you want to take your left under your right. Now, step 1 would be just to give yourself a hug. Step 2 is to bring your forearms together. Now, if you have been doing yoga as long as I have, you might be able to get palms together. It's okay if you can't. Now, in eagle arms, you want to pull the shoulder blades down and lift up. You want to hug everything, and if you feel like you're popping out, zip it up. And nice deep breaths. You can either turn this into a gentle back bend. Awesome way to enhance your warrior. One more nice deep breath in. And exhale, unravel. Now I'm going to show you a shoulder stretching warrior to work as well. So we're clasping our hands behind us. Inhale, puff your chest, and exhale, you hinge forward inside of this leg, but this knee does not move. So as you come down, this might be where you stay. If this is difficult, plant your body right on your thigh. You still might be able to get a stretch. To advance it, you take it off the thigh, but you've got to activate. This is also where you want to work your bandha, which is your root bandha. Imagine you're holding in your P. It'll activate your root bandha and help with balance. Head is relaxed here. You don't want to tense your head and neck. It can injure your neck when we begin to rise in a moment. So let your head and neck relax. Use your feet, use your core. Keep that breath going. If you haven't been back to your ujjayi breath, that ocean sounding breath, and you're like, whoa, this is intense, bring that in. It will help. And now activate and rise. And we're just going to transition to the other side because we're doing warrior one again with those two postures. Now we're taking opposite arm under. So right under left, find your eagle arms, and then pull down shoulder blades, lift up, nice deep breath in, nice deep breath out. One more, and exhale. Now unravel, you want to do the opposite clasp. So probably the awkward one, inhale, puff, and exhale. Again, you can just plop on the front thigh if that's enough for you and stay here, or come all the way down. Root bandha, lock in that P, activate your breath. Nice deep breaths here. One more deep breath in, activate, and rise up. Use your core. Coming on back up. Awesome. And now we're in a wide-legged stance. And I'm going to show you how to transition from wide-legged fold down to a squat. So you come on down and you take some nice deep breaths here. You might need to widen your stance to reach the floor. That's totally fine. Or you have those books or blocks for added height. And I'm going to show you how to come into a squat here. But first we're going to take 3 deep sigh breaths. So let the head and neck go. We're going to bring in the let go breath. I love to use the let go breath in class. Give yourself in the inhale the word let. And then in the exhale, the word go. And let go of physical, mental, or emotional tension that doesn't serve you. So inhale, let. And dump it out that head into the floor. Inhale, let. One more. And then all you would do to come into a squat is you heel toe, so that heels are in, toes are out, and you come down. Now you might be all the way up on your toes. That's okay. You can still support yourself with your hands and get the stretch. So this might be where you're staying, or you're like, whoa, I'm all the way up here. That's fine. Breathe where you're at. Eventually down, heels down, and you come to frog. That might not be where you're at, but if you don't get step 1 right, remember? 2, 3, and 4, and beyond, never arrive. Wherever you're at, though, we're going to come on down. We are resting. We're slowly moving into end. So we did much more of an active sequence today to play with some fun postures. So if you need a rolled up blanket or a pillow under your knees to just surrender more into Shavasana, that's totally fine. But we're just going to pull our knees in, hug a little. We're just going to let our knees fall all the way to the right. I'm going to show you an option to modify or enhance this twist. So you take your hips a little more to the left. You wrap your right leg around your left. So you see this? And then you come on down to a twist. Now if that's like, ooh, that's icky, do the other way. Find which way serves you. Nice deep breaths. Now come into your breath. Ujjayi breath will help you to rest the mind and the body. Ocean sounding breath. Coming on up. Now do just the regular twist, or to enhance it, make sure you're to the midline, then take your hips all the way to the right. Now you have 2 different ways to wrap, so find the wrapping way that feels good for you. Nice deep breaths. And then coming on back up, everybody to center, one more squeeze in, and then extend for Shavasana. You have your oil to rest in. We're all going to take 3 breaths. Inhale and exhale. You can pull your ears down. Inhale and exhale. One more. And slowly Shavasana. Arms by your sides, palms face up. And just for a couple moments of silence, surrender into the pose. And begin to deepen the breath. Start to wiggle your fingers and toes. Roll your wrists and ankles. When you're ready, inhale, a long, long stretch. Exhale, hug in, gently rock. And allow yourself to roll to either side in fetal pose. Just for a moment, relish in the support of the floor. And then use your hands to push in, keep the neck relaxed. We're coming on back, easy seated pose, eyes closed, hands to heart center, recommitting to your intention. As you take a nice deep breath in, exhale, head moves towards hands, allowing the mind to acknowledge the heart the mind. Thanking yourself for your practice today. May you be happy, healthy, and live with ease. As always, the goodness in me honors and acknowledges the goodness in you, which is Namaste. And I'm going to grab my citrus oil to end with. Nice deep breath in. Now I'm going to pull my ears up. Deep breath in. I love scissoring. Deep breath in. And a little pat. Awesome. So that was our sequence today. If you have any questions for me, you can always feel free to reach out. Again, those were a few different fun ways to add in different postures and things to class. If you have any requests or anything for future classes, make sure to comment. Share the video with anyone that might be interested in finding these new fun ways to do some postures, as well as my oil kits that I love, and you can ask me about them at any point, is Align, which is the centering blend for meditation, Anchor, which is earthy oils for Shavasana, and then Arise, which is citrus oils to come back to the room. Have a great rest of your day, everybody. And we will be back again if you're watching this live tomorrow for Lunch Flow. If you're watching the replay, have a rest of an epic, phenomenal, connected, pleasurable movement day. Be well.